Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Happy Friday. I am Kara Lockwood, and I am coming on here live to share with you a little thing that I do with my creative group and talk a little bit about my retreat program. And I'm going to bring a special guest on to talk to us too. But with my creative group, so we're live, and normally on Friday nights at 5, it's only in my creative group, Color Me Creative Artists in the Making. And we do what we call a happy hour. And it's really just to discuss art topics and things about art. Sometimes it could be things about women or women in small businesses. It could be really anything, but we tend to go a little bit heavy on the talking about art, the business of art, or even skill building activities and fun little drills sometimes. So that's what we do. Every Friday night we do what we call happy hour. And so if you saw this little event, it's called Oops, I Arted, and that's what we do. But today, I am coming on here to talk, to do the happy hour with my group, and I see we're starting to pop on. So if you're on, just go ahead and say hi so I can see you, and I will pull you up on here too so I can see comments here, and then we can all chat and talk together. So what we're going to talk about today is something called the recipes of your life. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and then we're going to do our thing that I'm going to talk to you about the retreat recaps and all of that. So if you just come on here late, that's what's going on. I'm just trying to pull up my business page so I can see what's going on here. There we go. All right. Thank you. All right. Who's on there? So if you're seeing a little link come up, that's the link to my Patreon page. And hi Sandy, everybody who signs up for my group, they sign up through Patreon. The tutorials and everything that I do are available on Patreon and Facebook and YouTube right now. So it's a little bit of a mess, but that's how we do it. We have to do it that way to safeguard ourselves. But I do the signups through Patreon. How are you, Sandy? So we're on live on my business page and my group page and my personal profile page. So we're just covering all the little angles here. There's Michelle Keller. So those are two people who came to the retreat. So we're going to talk about the retreat in a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about, and I think Sandy and Michelle, oh my gosh, Michelle, especially with everything that you've just recently been through, you'll kind of appreciate this, right? So I met a person just recently, yesterday. Her name is Karen, and her Instagram page is called Recipes for Your Life. Is that what it's called? Yes, Recipes for Your Life. And yeah, you actually remembered. Anyways, so her Instagram page is called Recipes for Your Life. And sorry, I'm small right now. That's because we're going to have a guest come on in a little bit. And basically what she's doing is she's just sharing her life and just basically, what the things are in her life, the big things that are important in her life. But just that title got me to thinking last night, and talking to her got me thinking, because she also talks with women and does like I don't want to say self-help, but encouragement, right? It's not the goopy sappy self-help where everybody cries, and all that. It's kind of like encouragement, and she's very funny. But it got me thinking that we have recipes, right? Or we can come up with a recipe for our life. Sorry, I have to get a little drink. I got a little Monica Mercer inspired lemon drop. Somebody tag Monica and tell her I'm drinking her lemon drop. So good. Maybe I made it too strong though. I'm not quite sure. There's Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda, I accidentally bumped you out of the studio, so you'll have to use that link again. I sent you a text saying so, but I can kind of see that you're not in there. So you'll have to use that link again to get back in. I accidentally bumped you out. It's my fault. But I'll bring you on in a few minutes. Anyways, so this woman, Karen, it's called Recipes for Your Life. So it got me thinking that we have recipes for our life. And sometimes when, I mean, we're all women right here that follow me and in my group and all that. And hi, Tammy. And we have, if you're my age or even a little bit younger or a little bit older, you've just finished taking care of people for your whole life, most likely, right? Whether it's your children, your husband, your siblings, or maybe you're still taking care of your husband, or maybe, sometimes just when your children leave, then all of a sudden you have to become a caregiver to a sick spouse or something like that. We're the ones, right? We're the ones that do it. And we don't question it. We are the caregivers, but we also work and we hold all these different hats, right? And so I thought it would be really, really cool as an activity for us, for you guys in my group and anybody else out there who is interested, to think about a recipe for your life. But we all know, like, the healthiest recipes, the healthiest products out there are the things with less ingredients, right? And so I thought it would be really, really cool to sit down and say, okay, here's my life. I'm going to write my recipe for my next chapter. Okay. You can't do nothing about what happened before, right? A lot of us are artists and we became artists later in life because we realized one of the ingredients that must be in our life. So one of my recipes is creativity. Okay. I must create. It's not a question. I must create. If I'm not creating, I'm going to be grumpy, right? So that's going to be one of the ingredients in my life. Okay. So you guys start telling me, like, just start telling me in the comments here, like, what are the other ingredients that you would have in your, let's say, your 7-ingredient recipe for your life. Okay. And the reason why this is coming like all to a head with me is, like, I met this lady, started thinking about it, but then I was reflecting on the retreat. So my last, if you're on here and you're not in the group, my last retreat was ended last Saturday, so a week ago tomorrow. And I'm always happy with the retreats, and I'm just very proud. I'm proud of all the women that come. I'm proud, like, I feel blessed and proud that I get to do this for a living. But this retreat was something special. Ooh, I could start crying. Okay. It was something super special. And I was trying to put my finger on it and what it was. And it really always is in a way, but this was just so heightened. And my brother asked me, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you have 25 women and there's no drama? And if you saw the pictures I posted, everybody gets along with each other, at least for that weekend or that week for that retreat. And everybody's just happy and enjoying themselves. And I mean, I had the shyest of the shy people there. I can tell you which ones they were. They're just the most timid people dancing with a pickle at night. I mean, everybody just really got along. And one of the things that, I know for a fact that all of us, I think, need as one of our ingredients for the recipe of our life is connections, right? Connections. And it's super cool to connect with like-minded people, like the people who think just like you. But that's not what this is about. I don't even like that phrase. Oh, we gather as like-minded people. It's not. Everybody who came to this retreat, they all have different ideas of life. They have different political ideas, different ideas about religion, different ideas about, conservativeness or liberalness or what have you. But it doesn't matter, because when we take those off the table, And I have 3 rules: no politics, no religion, and no drama dumping. Okay. And when you take those off the table, we are just able to connect with who we are, right? And it's fun and it's light and it's carefree. And so that's why I feel like it's been so successful. And this one was especially successful and ended in a big pool party in the end and all of that. But I feel like for me right now, I know creativity is one of the ingredients in my life. You guys start typing in what your ingredients are. Um, Connecting with women, not like minded people, with women. Because if I narrowed it down to the things that, people who think the way I did, I'm going to miss some very, very good friendships that I've built with people who think differently than I do. But it's special. I mean, it is very, very special. So I'm going to, so that the retreat this year, my retreats are 3 days. So we start as an evening with a cocktail reception, and then we have 2 full days of art, and they get to choose what art they want to do. That's what we've done, for this spring retreat. And every single day you get breakfast and dinner, and we come together twice a day after we've been at 2 different, there's 2 groups going on at all times. We're in downtown McKinney, which is the cutest historical town in the entire world. It was on Good Morning America because of that. It's not a historical town that's been renovated to be modern. It's a historical town that has kept its charm. All the buildings are original, and some of them like have cracked walls with the brick showing through, and it's real. It's not pretend. It's a walking town. They play music in the streets. It's just a fantastic, beautiful town. I need laughter 100%. It's such a release. Ah, I love that. So laughter is one of your ingredients. That's definitely a great ingredient. Anyways, so and we nobody wants to leave. So this year people stayed a day and a half or 2 days after. Some people came a day earlier because it's so fun. So another one of the ingredients in my life is that, and it is just, and I don't even know how to put a name on it, but I told myself a couple years ago I was going to spend my, my second half century doing exactly what I wanted, and spending more time doing what I wanted, and putting my energy into the parts of the life that make me happiest. So I don't know how to name that, but that's one of my ingredients, is that my energy, I have to name it. Somebody has to, you guys got to get me a name. I need peace, time for me. Ah, yes. That's a really good one. And I think that has to be one of mine too. Definitely. I just need me time. Anyways, if you guys can help me come up with a name for that ingredient, that would be great. In my business, and if you guys follow me or know me, and of course most of you who are on here are in our group, my sisters, put a little bee icon in there if you're in the group, because we're bee sisters. That's a whole nother story. Where was I going with that? Oh my gosh, I forgot my train of thought. Oh, so the thing I love to do the most out of all the things I do, the group, the art, I teach Pilates too, the art, the selling art, the creating art, all of that, being an artist. The thing I love to do the most is, there's a bee. The thing I love to do the most is these retreats. I enjoy it. My husband enjoys it. He cooks for us. And so my husband and I together decided that we were going to expand our retreat program. And my vision was that I would have one spring retreat, just like I had, which is like all sorts of different art. People come together, and we had 6 different workshops that people got to choose from. And then to have one intensive retreat. And that's where I'm going to bring on my guest. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. She's in two different places at one time. I see you twice. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to shut off that one. How's that? Is that better?
That's the one I chose. The one that you shut off, I think. But I can hear you. Are you on? Oh yeah, you're on. Yay. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yay.
And you can hear me.
I hear you. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is Rhonda Finfrock.
Hi.
Hi.
I want to thank Kara for inviting me here today. I have so much I want to share, but I'm going to keep it short because it is happy hour, right? But I am very excited to be here.
Yay. I'm excited that you're here. I just realized my phone's connected to my Sonos speaker, so you're like loud, and I'm like, where is that coming from? Why is it so? I like it. I can hear very well.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
David can hear you from across the room. All right, you guys. So this is Rhonda. Say hi to Rhonda, Rhonda Finfrock. And if you don't know her, that's probably because you're living under a rock. She is the most, well, first of all, she's the coolest of cool. And she is one of my B sisters, long time, love you long time, B sisters. And she is just one of the most talented people I know. And she is going to be, so that I was saying the next retreat's going to be different. It's going to be intensive. So the next retreat is going to be featuring Rhonda Finfrock of Fruitful Life Studios. And I'm going to let her talk to you about what the lineup is for the retreat. I am just going to be the retreat host and organizer. Rhonda is the one that we're all going to, including myself, and I'm so excited, going to be learning from. So I'm going to let her talk to you a little bit about what she has planned, and then I'll talk a little bit more. But I can tell you this, that whoever decides to come on this retreat, we're going to spoil the bejesus out of you.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We're talking a lot of loot is going to be going home with you guys. So, all right, Rhonda, take it away, sister.
Okay, so first of all, thank you. And thank you, Kara. Thanks, everybody tuning in. Please share this information with anyone you know that loves textiles, that loves mixed media, that is a sewist. You can be one of those things or all of those things to really have a great time at this retreat. So I want to break it down just a little bit quickly to share what kinds of things you're going to be doing with me. I cannot wait to share all my trials and experiments with you. I love experimenting with fabrics and inks and paints and stitching. You do not have to have any art skills or sewing skills to really get the most out of this and be successful. We're calling it Sustainable Textile Retreat. You can use the techniques and the skills you learn for any style. You might be boho, you might be neutral, natural, you might be a minimalist, but this is a great way to use up and use what you already have, but learn about some new products. So if you don't love thrifting like I do, you can even look through your closet. When you get home, I'm sure you're going to just be exploding with things around your house. Upcycling. Right now, I'm in the middle of redoing some of my decor pillows to make them a little bit more my style and a little more color. And so I have some samples to show you. So some of the things that we're going to be doing, we're going to be working with different paints like acrylic. So that's where I started out, like I think the early 90s, I started out painting with acrylics. I use mediums. I use stamps, stencils. This is an example of hand painting with acrylics. Just a real fun way. You get a lot of range of color and style. I'll show you what mediums to add, how to heat set it, which is basic things you have.
I love that. Can I say something?
Yes.
So, you all see like this trend of painting on your clothes and all that. I love the idea of painting on another piece of your clothing that you're going to throw away because it has stains all over it, and
Yes.
it looks like what she's doing. And one of the things that well, it doesn't really look like. I know. Hi, Gloria. Um, that to make patches and textiles to put on your clothing rather than just painting directly on your clothing. I just think that's so fun because then with those patches you can do so many things, right, Rhonda?
Yes. For example, this, you see Stevie here, one of my favorites. This was one of my printed panels. I'm going to have a lot of printed panels on my website soon because I've been doing this for a while. But this is one example of like something I design and then have printed out to add to my clothing. But the thing I love about the patching is that, you could paint directly on your clothing. And I've done that before. If you mess up, then you can just create a panel to go over it as well. So you could do it either way. It also doesn't limit your fabric. So maybe you have your favorite denim jacket or your favorite pair of jeans, and they're not 100% cotton. Well, the dyes and the inks and the paints are going to react differently. But you could do something that is 100% cotton and apply it to that and have really good successful results. This shirt I'm wearing, it was a thrift store and it was white and it was a little bit stained, but I loved the laces. I loved how it looked. So I went ahead and dyed it, but then it was a little too rusty for me. So then I over dyed it. And so that's how I got this color here. So, you could I used to dye my kids' clothing when they were stained, when they were young, or put a patch on it or a fun character on it to personalize it. So I've been doing this a long time. So we're going to work with acrylics, with mediums. We're going to work with this new paint that I love so much. I think I bought out the person that stocks them. It's delivered to my door today. I just bought them out. So these are batik paints. And so here, right on this denim pocket, you can see it's a very watercolory look. I am absolutely in love with it. Here's another example of this batik paint. You can see it's very flowy, like a watercolor. The fact that it just seeps through your clothing just means it's penetrated those fibers. It's going to last. It's going to wash. All of these things have been washed and they're just beautiful. This is a combination of acrylics and the inks that I use. And so this is going to be a backdrop to a little art collage.
Oh, cool.
I'm also going to go over removing color from things. So I've been working on some little patches lately. I don't know if it's backward or not. So this is just basically, removing color. Now I can add it back in with paints or inks or dyes or Posca pens. So again, removing color from your clothing safely, because if you just use bleach, then the bleach keeps on bleaching and that chemistry is still in your fabric until you stop that. So you're going to learn so many things. This is a pillow that I dyed, but now I've removed some of the color. And I was so inspired with Kara's, one of her classes I took at the retreat, just doing very quick expressive painting. So that's what I'm going to go for on this little piece here. Just do some very quick expressive painting. So you can see it's endless what you can do with this. Here's a vest I'm working on. It was a flannel shirt that I'm making into a distressed vest, and I have removed some of the color. And again, I'm going to be painting some florals on it, adding a vase, that kind of thing. So my goal is that you come to this retreat, build sisterhood with all of us who just, have the most enjoyable time in that beautiful town of McKinney. I have my little wine glass from the Derby walk. We just got back Sunday. And just going into all the little shops and shopping, and the thrift stores are unbelievable. I just can't even wait to get back there. So I hope you join me. You will not regret it. My goal is your mind will be so full of ideas for what's in your closet and what's in your home and even your drapes hanging on your wall that you will experiment and have fun with it.
I'm excited. So we've already sold a few tickets. There's 20 spots for this retreat. So it's going to be a little bit smaller because the the subject is intensive, right? You're going to be doing a lot. So it's a little bit smaller as far as not as many ladies. I normally have 25. There's 20 spots. We've already sold a few. And the thing that I did not mention about this, what makes this retreat different, is it's all inclusive, which basically means that you're going to get most of your meals. One night we're going to go out on the town, but the others is breakfast, lunch, and either a reception or dinner. And your lodging is included, unless you want to find your own lodging. Then I do have that option as well. But your lodging is included, and you will be staying in one of 3 amazing Airbnbs. I mean, and Rhonda has been in all 3 of the Airbnbs, right?
They're
That we're using.
beautiful, very comfortable. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and they're all historical, or I think the blue one's not as historical, but it's just it's cozy and well, it's big and cozy and cool. Um, but oh gosh, what else? What else do we need to talk about? Oh, so I have an offer. So if you are going to book in the next, by the end of this weekend, by Sunday, you will, as soon as you book and as soon as I get that notification that you're booking, you will get $50 sent back to you. So you'll just get a little refund, and that's just straight from me if you book by Sunday. Um, Oh, there's shared rooms. So if you want to come with a friend, right? So there's all sorts of different kinds of rooms. It'll say on my website, which I haven't even mentioned, but I will put the link in the comments after we get off. But it's karascolormecreative.com, and you just look under the retreat program. But there's rooms for if you just come by yourself and you want to stay by yourself in a queen bed, or there's rooms that if you come with a friend and you can share a king bed. There's rooms like that. That's a little bit more cost effective because you're sharing a king bed. But I mean, it's just everything, and it's very, I can't tell you, like, when I first went on my first retreat, like how much it changed my life.
And it's true what you said earlier. Our whole lives, we have been taking care of other people, and maybe we still are. And this is all about us. This is all about just nurturing ourselves and taking care of our mental health, because it's just letting all that go and experiencing this creative fun. So
Yeah.
thank you, Kara, for bringing us all together.
Of course. And when I started my retreat program, 5 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing. And I did my first retreat and it was fun, but then I started researching and I started going to retreats and I mean, I went to retreats for myself. I wasn't really researching, but it's just innate in me to go like, I like that. I don't like that, and the things that I learned were, one, that I liked it better when it was light and when it wasn't about emotional dumping, and that was just fun. You can always get together with a few friends that you've made and like pour out your heart if you need to, but the group activities and group exercises are about us just having fun together. And that way there's no pressure and tension and, emotions bottling up and to the surface. So I always thought, like, because I want it to be a retreat. It's not a boot camp. It's not a conference. It's not a, emotional support group, even though obviously it's very emotionally supportive.
Yes.
But it's just,
I'm going to say it is therapy, but it's not, it's about building positive energy, I think, more than anything.
Positive energy, no bad vibes.
Yes.
So I hope, I know there's going to be a lot of our regulars that come, but I hope if you are out there and you're watching this and you see this and it speaks to you, you go ahead and just take the leap. Give it a chance. Oh, and this is the other thing. So on my website, I do have that pay in 4 thing. So if you can't pay it all right now, that's fine. Somebody told me that wasn't enough for her because it's pay every 2 weeks. And if that's the case and you need longer, you need to pay once a month, I'm a softie. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to do it. Like I'm a softie, and I don't, when I first started going on retreats, and even right now, I can't afford to put it all down. And so I want to make it affordable and doable for anybody. And so if you need to spread out, we have almost 6 months until that time, Rhonda? Almost 6 months. So if you need to spread it out over
Yes.
5 months, I can definitely do that for you. We'll just have to have arrangement and you can message me on my email, which is on my website. My phone number is on my website, and you can message me through Messenger. Okay.
And
what
make
else do we
sure-
need to chat about?
Well, I will be doing some little snippet lives in the next month, so I need to secure my schedule. But if you follow me on Facebook, Fruitful Life Studio, I will be having some little, very quick, short tutorials just to give you a touch or a taste of what we're going to be doing. So I hope you join me for that.
I will definitely join you. I'm excited. So I have several pieces of Rhonda's. I should have brought one in. But the other thing that I love, I actually bought a patch from her once and now I'm not going to buy one. Now I'm going to make it, maybe I'll still buy one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll do both. But I had a top that I loved so much. I loved this top, the way it fit. And of course, I'm that dribble when I eat person, and I just stained it terribly right in the front. And so Rhonda made me the most adorable big heart patch with kantha and some lacing and some beadwork on it. And it's just so cute. And I got it home and I sewed it right on my shirt, and now I love that shirt again. So I mean, this is where maybe you want to create new things, or maybe you want to like go through your closet and go, oh my gosh, I just want to make this thing better,
Right.
So I'm excited. It's going to be exciting. You're going to learn a lot, and I mean that's what keeps our brains young, right? Learning.
Yes.
And laughing. Yeah, you'll definitely laugh a lot. So all right. Well, I think we're done. Remember, just go to karascolormecreative.com. That link that's popping up is for Patreon. That's not for this. I will put the link in the comments after this. Hi, Rhonda Churchman McMean.
Hi, Rhonda.
We
missed
Rhonda.
you. We missed you this year.
We did. We missed Rhonda and Greta, both the two pals. But we're hoping to get you back. We're hoping to reel you in, Rhonda. All right. Well, thank you, Rhonda. And we are going to be talking a lot in the next couple months. And if anybody has any questions, you can reach out to both Rhonda or myself, and we can help you out. Okay.
And if you have any questions about what types of things we'll be doing at the retreat, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to spend some time with you doing that. So hope you can make it. Yes.
All right. Okay. Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes. Okay. And yay. Bye.
Okay.
Rhonda missed us too. Okay. Bye, guys.